Welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown, doing Disney on a budget. Buckle up, because we're now about to put you in the driver's seat on the journey towards the cutest little town in Carburetor County, Radiator Springs. Whenever somebody mentions to me where I can find a good deal on the movie Cars, I spring into action and I say, when and where. That's for good reason, because Cars is my all-time favorite Disney Pixar movie. You're about to see why. On the top here we have the original soundtrack purchased for $1.99 from the American Thrift Shop in Passaic, New Jersey. And on the bottom we have a Mack carrier truck, which takes me back to my childhood, purchased for $3.99 from the Unique Thrift Store in Patterson, New Jersey, which of course is our main place of business. When I promoted this on one of my shorts, you guys went ham! You wanted to see this! Well, you're gonna get a chance to, right after we talk about the Cars soundtrack, which runs 52.5 minutes and contains these tracks. One half is pretty much songs, and the other half is score. We begin just as the way the film begins, with Wheel Gone, an original track performed by Sheryl Crow for the film. Oh, this track is sure to get your engines revving like Lightning McQueen. It is so hot. Then we go down to Route 66, performed by Chuck Berry, a standard popularized by Nat King Cole. Life is a Highway, covered by Rascal Flatts, a little more travel-friendly fare, which is awesome nonetheless. Brad Paisley, Behind the Clouds, and his end credits song, Find Yourself. The Academy Award-nominated original Americana ballad, Our Town, performed by James Taylor, and written and produced by the film's composer, Randy Newman, whose original score makes up the rest of this track, after Shaboom, performed by the Chords, for the resurgence of Radiator Springs. Route 66, that's John Mayer's cover, and My Heart Would Know, performed by Hank Williams. The rest of the soundtrack is again Randy Newman's original score, from track 9 to track 20, opening race to the big race. And by the way, there's kind of an uneven distribution of tracks. One half of the tracks would be all songs and the rest would be score. So My Heart Would Know should be track number 9, but it's not. But opening race, McQueen's Lost, Bessie, Done Is Different, New World, Tractor Tipping, McQueen and Sally, Goodbye, Pre-Race Pageantry, The Biscuit Cup, and The Big Race. So let's open this up. Now, it should be worth noting that I actually did find this soundtrack encased in a different way, not like this, in a more pouch-like format, at Unique Thrift Store in Patterson. However, it had no disc. No disc, no chance. Period. It was worth venturing down to American Thrift to pick this up because the disc played seamlessly. No muss, no fuss. The album pamphlet is pretty cool though, and yes, I have it upside down, but there's a good reason for this being upside down. You open this up, and what you get is actually a little poster. Okay, I shouldn't say little, but a big poster in terms of height. We have here all the cars. Lightning McQueen, his best friend Mater, Sally, we have Red, we have Sarge, we have Dog Mountain, we have here Mack, and I'll show you more on Mack in a bit. It's kind of hard to get all this in frame here and not have it be transparent because of my desk lamp, which of course gives off the annoying glare, but what can you do? But these are all the inhabitants of Radiator Springs on the journey to Route 66. As you can see, some of country music's finest contribute to the Cars soundtrack, with Randy Newman's original score complementing everything perfectly. So, Crow's super hot ballad, Wheel Gone, that's a country rock piece. Oh, I can't even tell you how hot this is. Again, John Mayer, Rascal Flatts, Brad Paisley, James Taylor. In terms of songs, I gotta give the gold medal to Sheryl Crow. I mean, come on, Wheel Gone? You'd be doggone stupid not to listen to that and feel something out of it. Second place, Rascal Flatts, Life is a Highway. Should be required viewing for anyone going on a long road trip. Required listening, I should say. Unless you want to pop in a music video too, that's fine. My favorite of Randy Newman's score tracks would have to be The Big Race. Of course, the pamphlet tells you more about each of the songs, who wrote them, who produced them, etc. We also have here Sally, Lightning McQueen amidst a myriad of fantasy license plates from Carburetor County, and Our Fair City, Nitropolis, California, etc. Plus the principal musical listing for Randy Newman's original score. On the flip side, you have promos for Revved Up Road Tunes and a Cars Read-Along. This is Lightning McQueen's Fast Track CD with 12 new and original road songs along with a lyric book, so you can sing along on any road trip. And a read-along book where you can relive Lightning McQueen's adventures in Radiator Springs with this 24-page book filled with colorful pictures from the film and an audio CD featuring narration from your favorite Disney Pixar Cars characters. We also have here a promo for the video game which I own via PC. I also have another Cars video game. I reviewed that. That's the Meta National Championships. I also have the DS game. I will, of course, leave all those below. Of course, you know they're in the Disney Deals playlist, so you click on that playlist, you'll see them anyway. A promo for Rascal Flatts Me and My Game album. 13 brand new songs, including the hit What Hurts the Most. And new Cars books based upon the movie, including a Paint Box book, a read-aloud storybook, a picture-back book, and a junior novelization, along with, let's see here, a little golden book. Collect them all. I sure will, someday. So that's it. What more could be said for a soundtrack this awesome? I mean, I'm tempted now to go and pick up Cars on DVD and rewatch that again because I actually haven't seen it in years. Just so I can get a feel of how the soundtrack complements the film perfectly. From beginning, wheel gone, to end, find yourself. This Walt Disney Records release is near and dear to my heart, and it might be for yours too, especially since we all have fond memories, regardless of if we drove down that route or not, of Route 66, the most American of all Americana drives. Now let's move on to the Mack Carrier truck. This actually takes me back, way back, many birthdays ago. I went to a Toys R Us with my friend Angelo, who drove a Pontiac. He was an elderly gentleman, but was, for better or worse, our unofficial chauffeur. Of course, this has the price tag, so I can't really take this apart. He told me to Toys R Us to pick out one toy for my birthday that he would pay for. I picked out this Mack Carrier truck. Not this exact copy, but the one that came before it. And there have been many Mack Carrier trucks like this released over the years. But I picked out the one that has Lightning McQueen's crash pad / fueling station inside. Here's a photo of that. I long for that particular Carrier truck. But for now, I'll settle for this because it's almost as good. You open up the side panel here, and you get this little guy. One of Lightning McQueen's aids, so to speak. It's not exactly as fancy as the crash pad / fueling station. Hey, for all I know, this could be like Cars 2 or 3. But I'll take what I can get, and I'll keep this around in the hopes that someday I'll find the exact Carrier truck I want. I'm told that these two things take apart, and you can connect some other pieces to these two, like jigsaw pieces here. So you can have like a Cars playset going on. Something to connect to Mack, who's been played by John Ratzenberger, a Pixar veteran. Owen Wilson, fine choice for Lightning McQueen. Bonnie Hunt, Tony Shalhoub, the great Paul Newman. I can go on and on and on. Paul Newman, of course, in his final film role, before he went on the long journey, the driveway to heaven, so to speak. This is heaven on the road. I can't stress that enough. For the soundtrack, 5 out of 5 claps. I can forgive the slightly uneven distribution of tracks from songs to score and the Mack Carrier truck. It's not exact, but it's pretty darn close. So I'll give it 4.5 out of 5 claps. Final total, 9.5 out of 10. If you find yourself itching for a good deal on Disney Pixar's Cars, my favorite Disney Pixar property bar none, think back to this video. You might find yourself behind the clouds of doubt if you don't. With that said, if you fancy a little talk radio aside from the car soundtrack on a long road trip, may I suggest some real hot talk radio in the form of Radio Rebel? That's coming up next. Thanks for watching, and remember, dreams do come true on the flip side. Debbie Ryan in her sequined disco mermaid dress, come on, forget about it. So hot.